Good evening and welcome to tonight's show. Tonight, you are going to be in for a treat. We have got one of the best looking people in the DJ industry who is with us with tonight's show. I mean, we've got style, we've got grace, we've got elegance, we've got beautiful hair. And then, of course, you've got Jordan and Jamie and I who will be there with Big Daddy. So we'll be right back in just a few minutes with our show.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's show from DJNTV, Disc Jockey News TV. Tonight's show is brought to you by Electra Voice, DJ Event Planner, DJ Trivia, Odyssey Innovative Designs and Cases, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, and the DJNTV Insiders. So when I say beautiful people, I'm not kidding. We've got Big Daddy right there, front and center for us. Good evening, Big Daddy.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. My glass off.
Oh, and then we lost him. Well, then I'll just go in and introduce our guest tonight. Oh,
there we go.
There he's back.
Exactly who he was. That's Sean's iPad. We're good.
No. Listen, I got to turn my phone off. Hold on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, friends. Now, first of all, let me introduce Mr. John Young, the host of the show, the most handsome man in the business, and from my heart, truly one of the greatest people I know. Now, I'd like to introduce my partner, my brother, and my sister, Mr. Jordan Marshall and Jamie Perez, who will be joining me on Wednesday morning at Mobile Beat, Las Vegas. So let's do this.
Excellent. Before we go any farther.
Have I got you?
Yes, you do. You got us. If you guys want to go right now, open up another window on your player for you watching on YouTube or Facebook. Go out to mobilebeatlasvegas.com. That is the website where you can pick up your tickets if you haven't picked up your tickets. Then go out and buy the airfare. Then get your hotel, or I guess you could sleep in Big Daddy's room because he's very cuddling. He does like to cuddle a little bit, so that could be fun.
Just a little.
Just a little. So
quiet now.
March 2019.
Be a double queen. It's all good.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't share the remote, though. I'll cuddle, but I don't share the remote.
There's a line.
ESPN or nothing, kids.
There's a line where you can't cross.
So, we are live.
We are. Let's talk about what's happening with the in Vegas. We're getting excited. It's getting close. March, not that far away anymore. And you're both going to be on stage.
Like, boom.
Shawnee, what do we got?
All right, what we're doing is this. Monday, I am closing the Monday afternoon part of the show right after Mr. Alan Berg. And at the end of that, that's going to be my reasons why. Don't lose the name of the seminar is Don't Lose Your Reason Why in Business and Personal and in Life. Right. And I'm going to be bringing up this gentleman, Mr. Jordan Marshall, who has become a brother. This guy right here. If Jamie's in town, you're coming up on stage with me too, because I need a lot more prettiness than just Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But stop it! It's not funny anymore. I'm still the prettiest one in the house.
There we go. Thank you.
We'll take a poll at the end of the show.
Listen, Jamie wins already. Who are you kidding? So, one of the things is, all of you out there that are listening and viewing, you know how much I love this business, and I still have a message to be told. But this gentleman to my left with the hair that just won't stop, the greatest hair in the world, has a message. He is going to bring you to 2019 and beyond. And I'm also going to be introducing some of our wonderful friends that Jordan and I are mutual friends and brothers with.
Yes,
And the new team, the Homies Spreading Love 2019.
the 2.0 version.
The 2.0 version. Mr. Nate Nelson will be up on stage with us. Jordan, Jason Clock, and Mr. Nick Spinelli.
Awesome.
We will also, it's that, you know what, folks out there, there's a reason for this. I love what I do, and I'm honored to be mentoring and whatever I do for other people and spreading love. But it's time to take a step back and watch. I'm still going to spread the love. I'm still going to do my gigs and my events, everything else. But it's people like Jordan that get me excited for the future of this business. It's people like Jordan that make me smile every day, because when we work together, there ain't nothing. There ain't nothing you can touch. Can you imagine what this kid does? Can you imagine what he does at events? I've seen it.
It is lights out when we get on stage together, man. And
Yeah.
like I said, we have so much great content coming to Las Vegas this year, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Like, probably for the past 5 years or so, I've had the privilege and the pleasure to kind of oversee and be a guest at all of the big mobile conferences. And, we've gotten up multiple times throughout the year, and just being able to learn and have you guys as mentors has been absolutely amazing. And I'm just excited to be a part of it and to be able to perform, share the stage, and show some new stuff to some people. So it's been great.
Wednesday morning is the one is the main part about here. Jordan and I are going to wake you all up on Wednesday morning.
Wake up call, baby.
Wake up call, baby. Y'all better be ready, because it'll be 12 o'clock on the East Coast time. I don't want to hear anybody saying, "Oh, it's too early." If an old fat guy like me can get up that early in the morning, y'all better be getting up, because we're going to be tearing that.
You and I are going to be running on a bunch of these, ready to rock and roll, baby.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And don't forget, bring cash, because we're going to be throwing out Homie Spreading Love t-shirts, and they ain't cheap. They ain't free, except for John Young, of course.
That love, you got to pay.
You got to pay.
So Wednesday morning, again, thank you, Jake and Ryan, for allowing me to do my thing. And Jordan, I am absolutely honored to have you sharing this with me. The first 10 minutes are just, we're going to get nuts. We're going to get crazy. We're going to raise a little hell.
Yeah, we got to wake them up.
That's right. Wake them up. Then you're going to sit down, and then we're going to talk for about 15 minutes, a little TED Talk, if you will, about interaction then versus interaction now and beyond. And that's where Jordan is going to take center stage. My friends that are listening and watching out there, I have no idea how many of you are out there. This is the man. There's another person in our triple threat that we hope could be out there with us.
Please.
Ricky G, if you're out there watching and listening, we love you. You are the triple threat.
Yeah, man.
The man, the myth, who can remember everybody's name. And, the two people that are in the other frame, get the creativity on.
That's it. Get it rolling.
This is where it is. Get the creativity flowing, because this is what the future is. This is what the future holds. People don't like to ideas.
That's it.
And not the big thing is, and I see it all the time, and Nick was very big on this. Millennials don't like to be told what to do.
Sure don't.
They've got to put their 10 cents in, if you will, or Pinterest ideas, or whatever the case may be. These two people right here, and the people that I bring on stage on Monday afternoon, are the reason that this business is going to be better and better and better. You got to open up your ears. And as Mars Lawhorn said, free your mind, and I'm going to keep it clean. Free your mind and your butt will follow.
Shout out to Mars.
Mars, we love you. Chicago.
What a Chicago love, coming from Jersey and Connecticut.
So Jordan, tell folks who you are.
I appreciate that. So guys, if you haven't had the opportunity to check me out yet, my name is Jordan Marshall, and I'm the owner and operator of a private event firm out here in New Jersey, New York City area, called Explosive Entertainment. And we take amazing ideas and create some awesome events, some really cool experiences. And I have the pleasure of having such an amazing team behind me to really structure and create memories and experiences that'll last a lifetime. And I really think that we're bringing a new sense of action, of excitement to the private event industry, whether it be a bar mitzvah, a wedding, a sweet 16, a corporate, his birthday, her birthday, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever, any excuse to have a good time. We love to sit down and create, and creating is the huge thing, as it says right behind me. That's really how we've become a pretty big staple in our market out here, and have gotten ourselves to stand above our competition. So I'm excited for it.
That's one thing, guys. You got to stand out. Everybody has great equipment. Everybody has wonderful lights, dry ice, this, that, the other thing. It all matters what's behind that microphone. The person that is leading, talent is what it's all about. Whether it be a great mixer, like you've got Michael Langer and all the people that you have working for you, Ben. And you know what? It all goes back to do you have the MC skills to take that party to the next level? Or if you're throwing a curveball, this is what's got to be done. So that's what we're going to be talking about a lot. And we got 15 minutes to do it. So y'all better be ready. Get your fingers ready, because we're going to be talking a lot. You know me, I don't talk at all. I'm so quiet.
You might as well just set the iPhone on record and let it rip for 15 minutes. That's the best.
That's it. That's the only way. And then as Jordan puts it so well, and I love it, we are going to have our 5-minute kumbaya moment.
That's it.
At the end. And you know what? You look on social media right now, and everybody's arguing about this, that, the other thing. None of this matters if we don't have clients. If we don't have them, we ain't got nothing.
Correct.
And you got to worry about your clients more than ever now, because it's so easy to lose a client.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
John, you know that.
Oh, certainly.
Everybody knows that. Because, this guy's going to charge me $500 less and do the same thing. You have to show your clients why they're wrong.
Correct.
Why those people are wrong. Because right now it's so easy to become a DJ, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Computer and 2 speakers.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do a 50th birthday party.
They got $2 apps on iTunes.
Yeah, that's great.
Crazy.
That's great stuff.
And I think one of the big things I think today you see is as they're doing research, I see this with my upper teens and my 20-year-old, is that they look for ways to basically, I don't want to say discount, but to decide and to push people off the radar. Right. By using social media. So they're going to look at my social media page, whatever they can see private or I should say public side of it. And if they see something that doesn't fit their vision or their ideas or their morals, they're gone.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, John. And honestly, last night was over here in, obviously in our neck of the woods was the NJDJN, event. And they had Nick Spinelli, a great friend of ours who's going to be rocking with us in Vegas. Was keynoting the event. And that was a big thing, is that now we're finding, and studies have shown that couples, families, they're going directly to your media. They're going directly to your Instagram. They're going directly to your Facebook. These websites that we're all spending thousands upon thousands of dollars to keep up with and change and all this stuff. Sometimes they're bypassing that and going right to your social media and looking at that your Instagram page is your portfolio now. You know what I mean? So
right.
It's absolutely insane. It's such an awesome time, because everything is so tech driven, and it's so easy to, make these touches and communicate and, give the warm and fuzzy if you want to do that. But it's also a double-edged sword, to where if you're not responsive, you're not jumping right on it, they're out the door. They're like in and out. They're like, sorry, I'm on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's so true with that. Hey, babe, how did John Paul do last night, the percussionist? How was he? He opened up the show.
Great. Really super, super awesome. Dope personality. Killer percussionist, has a great look, really killed it. Nice job.
Yeah, I did an event with him not long ago, and the kid was just like, wow. And that's what it's all about, giving something extra. And you're right, Instagram, all these web pages, everybody's spending all this money on to redo. It doesn't matter anymore. The easier it is for them to get a hold of you, the easier it is for them to hire you.
Correct. And this is an extension of people's arms now. You know what I mean?
This thing, what did we do without these things beforehand? I have no idea. I swear to God, this thing is
I
on.
Yahoo Maps, and I'm driving with it in front of my face. It was awful.
Oh yeah, it's just oh my God.
Well,
And
Big Daddy and I, we had,
Go ahead,
we
John.
just directed the horses the other direction when we were.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys had the
Listen,
big
my
map
feet are-
with the Interstate 90, and
We
we
had
took
the-
all the stuff. Yeah,
We had
crazy.
to run with our
Listen,
little
I still
feet.
got calluses on my feet from the Fred Flintstone
Yeah,
cars.
there
Who
we
are
go.
you
There
kidding?
we are. That's right.
Horses and wagons. My name is Fred. I'm Fred Flintstone Sr. I'm Fred Flintstone's father, according to my kids. You saw my birthday message from my son. Yeah, my father is now older than air. God bless my kids.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
may be older than air, but they ain't nobody can keep up with me.
Yeah, there we go.
Great. Amen, man. That's awesome.
Oh. So okay.
So,
So
John,
you're going to do
anything you got for us?
your closing moment. I mean, you've done a few different things. Do you want to share any more, or is it going to be kind of a surprise for people when you guys do that close in Vegas? Your last kumbaya
the
moment.
opener on Wednesday is going to be something that they've never seen before, because Jordan and I will pull ourselves and we're going to sit, we're going to rock it, and we're going to be out everywhere. We're going to try and get on social media as much as we can. We want butts in those seats. Jordan and I want people in those seats and listening and learning. That's what it's all about. There's some amazing speakers coming to Mobile Beat 23. You got Alan. I'm honored to be Alan Berg's closer.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be.
And Michael Walter is the opener. Mike Walter, the man, the myth, the everything that you can do. If you don't, by the way, folks, a little plug for Mike's book, the newest book.
Yep.
Get online and get it. It is the best book ever. It's a great way to open up your day to read about something musical, because music is all about love. But
100%.
this is going to be something that they've never seen on the stage before. First of all, I have a funny feeling, if I'm not mistaken, I'm the first person to do 2 seminars on the main stage. 2 completely different seminars. Honored and a little pressure, but Jordan, we got this, right, brother?
All day.
All day, every day. And it's just, I want people to understand that are out there listening now. You've got people like, and I mean this, Jamie, you are a rock star. You are the yin to that man Jiang.
True. She keeps
You
me
guys
together.
are a double-edged.
My
Man,
rock star event producer, assistant. She's, you know what?
And who does the man's hair? Her! That man look as good as he does.
You know what? You would think that. But I actually do my own hair. It's crazy.
No.
Good enough to take
Look
care
at
of.
mine. I mean, look, mine looks pretty darn good today. All that, Yeah, I listen, guys, when I was in a rock band, I used to bob my head up and down. Now I keep remembering that I have no hair, so I got to put a bottle of water in it to make it look like something, or I'm going to get a migraine headache. Who are you kidding? But,
We'll Photoshop some hair on you, dude. Just we'll work with it. It's fine.
Oh, please. We'll Jamie, put some extensions on this head for a couple of hours, would you? But folks out there, honestly, John Young, I thank you. I love you. I could talk to you every day and just, you are one of the best people I know.
And Sean,
Jordan, well,
yes.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, brother, like I think that also too, regarding Las Vegas, what we probably want everybody to know is that I want everybody to kind of like approach this opener and, our time to present with an open mind. Like, don't be timid, get into it. We're there to help. We're there to assist. We're there to give, awesome tips and things that you could take back to your own market to help you level up from your competition, because that's what it's all about. That's what these events are all about, is going and networking and getting that synergy and finding, something cool that you could take back. Randy Bartlett says it's the best, man. The 1% solution.
Absolutely. I was going to bring that up.
Something that can just set you in motion to do something different and to really take your market by storm and level you up. So, just approach it with an open mind and be fearless. Be fearless. Rock with us. We want that,
Yeah, don't be shy. Don't look at everybody else going, are they doing this? No. Bring it up. Just bring it. Because, listen, you got a 99-year-old fat guy with a handsome-looking fella rocking it out. You know that you got to be up here with me. But
I appreciate you not saying my age. Thanks.
Well, you're only 27, aren't you?
Well, add 10 years, but that's cool. I'll take 27 all day long, my friend.
Well, Jamie's only 22.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, thank you. Who do you love?
21 forever.
That's
the
right.
rule.
Who do you love, Jamie? Who do you love? That's all I got to say, baby. That's right. But guys, here's the deal. Everybody out there, and John knows this too. Open it up. Talk to people. Approach Jordan and I in the hallways, everything else. You know, you got to be open to help because, and as he said it best, you have to bring it like nobody's business in your market. Maybe there's 4 or 5 other DJs, but you got to do what's going to separate you from everybody else. Everybody has the same equipment. We can all buy the same equipment, but what do you bring to the table that's going to set you apart from that next person?
Yeah.
Done.
And I think what would be
Simple.
great is if you want, maybe we give between you, myself, we could do it through John as well, our social media handles, like leading up to the event. If you guys have questions, if you want to know a little bit more about what's going to go on, shoot us a message, reach out to us through social media, ask any questions you want to maybe, give you a little bit more insight on what's going to happen, not only in Las Vegas, but if you have any questions, you want to reach out, something maybe cool that you wanted to try with a fresh start in 2019, we're here to help. Like, we're an open book. We want to totally pay it forward and help you guys out and really level up this year,
So let's
And
just
the
do
big
that.
thing is, go ahead, John.
Yeah, let's do that. As long as we're talking about that, Jordan. If people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
So the best way, you can actually reach out to me directly. If you wanted to go like with an email, that's cool. And it's my first name, Jordan, at xeevents.com. If you want to reach out to me on a social media platform, you can reach out to me directly through my Instagram platform, which is the one, Jordan Marshall. You can reach me there, and that's great. You can also reach out to the company through our Explosive Entertainment page if you want to reach us there, and that's just Explosive Entertainment through Facebook with an X, and there's no E on there.
Cool. And for those of you who know, with Big Daddy, all you need to do is post your birthday on your Facebook profile, and
That's it.
you get a call.
And you get a phone call.
The whole 9.
That's right. Listen, guys, you know what? This is going to be something that, and I promised Ryan and Jake that this is going to be something that they've never seen before because of this man and I are a brotherhood. And Jamie's going to be with us, hopefully with us to help us out. If not, she's going to be there in spirit. This is going to be something you do not want to miss because this is going to lead you and help you into the next millennial, if you will.
Correct.
Because you know what? We're in 2019. Things have changed. The business has changed.
Yeah.
But one thing that will never change, as we get to spread love and we get to play the Wizard of Oz on a daily basis, life is pretty friggin' good.
Life is amazing.
Yes, it is.
So I want to change gears just a little bit, and what I'd like to have you both address is, for the DJs out there who are hearing us talk about Mobile Beat, they've heard us talk about Mobile Beat in the Las Vegas experience, but they haven't gone because they're looking at that investment and they're like, oh my gosh, they're afraid that they're not going to be able to get a return on that, or what have you. For people who are kind of hemming and hawing, what would be your advice for making a decision to go or maybe not to go, depending upon where they're at?
Okay. Jordan, you want to go first?
Go for it, my friend. I'll follow you.
All right, babe. Here's the deal. I've been doing this kind of thing for over 20 years, going to conferences. And I was the guy, I'll be honest with you. I was the guy that walked in, what do I need to learn? It's so simple. Let me tell you something. Mobile Beat Las Vegas, with a guy like Jason Jani on stage behind, just ripping it up. And their new host this year, Josh Yawn, and the keynotes, the speakers. Guys, open up your minds and open up your wallets because times they are a-changing. Again, you get all these people out there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This has been my way for 20 years and it seems to work. Wake up, kids. The reason you need to be here is if you're going to survive in this business, you got to learn from the people that can teach you. You have to open your mind and say, yes, I'm going to take advice. And remember, if you're going, it is worth every dime. Not just the seminars, not just the nightlife, but the side, having coffee with Jordan, having whatever with me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get them. We are reachable. We're not these guys that are just going to walk around. No, we will talk. I talk to everybody knows that. I talk to everybody. I don't give a rat's ass who you are. I'm talking to the janitor about spreading love.
To you.
Yes, he is. Yes, he does.
Yeah. John's seen it before, so we're fine.
Yeah, it's like,
But guys, for those of you that have not been to any conferences before, this is the one you want to go to first. Honest to God, this is the one you want to go to first. Yes. Is it a little bit of an expense? Yes.
But you know what,
But
Sean? Here's the other thing too: is that this is an investment in yourselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you're gonna take some money and put it aside, what better person or thing to do it on than you? You know, like we're all out here in some way, shape, or form. Like I've been blessed enough to make a tremendous career out of this industry. Some people that are coming through might only do this as a hobby. Maybe they're just getting into DJing. Maybe they DJ weddings on the weekend, but they sell life insurance during the week. No matter what level you're in, there's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
180 billion%. And like you were saying, like that's the big thing is those little 10, 15-minute coffees on the side or maybe a quick lunch where you could really sit one-on-one, trade some information. And you know what? It's accountability too, because what I'm going to want to do is grab your information. I'm going to want to keep tabs on you. I want to make sure that you're killing it. Maybe shoot you to be like, hey, remember when we talked about that stuff in Vegas? How's that working out? Like, it's like being in the gym. Like, and it's so funny. I actually said this. I just dropped a podcast with Jason Janai last week, and this is one of the big things that I was talking about. Is that it's like leveling up. You wanna. For me, I know that when I go to the gym, I'm gonna train with my good friend Pete, who trains me, who's stronger than I am, faster than I am, puts the workouts together way better than me. I want to level up. I want to get myself there. I want somebody who's going to push me, and it should be the same thing. Entertainment-wise, you want to kind of associate yourself with maybe somebody who's done a little bit of a higher-ended event than you. Maybe they've had the opportunity to be a destination DJ or talent. They travel a little bit. They're doing some cool stuff. They're coming up with some cool ideas for their private events. Because if you're not doing this stuff, it's a great way to kind of pick their brain a little bit and see how you can incorporate these things into your show. And then again, level up and just become a completely new entertainer and bring something fresh to your market. So I would just say, always try to keep company that is going to push you. And that's a big thing. 100%.
That's the biggest thing. And, all this stuff we can learn, you sit in all these seminars. If you're going to do this and you go home, the first weekend you're home, you gotta put something into your show, whatever the case may be. If you're going to take something from me, which I am honored to help, make it your own and give it 110%. And speaking of accountability, Jordan and I agreed after Atlantic City that we were going to be accountability partners.
When do we talk?
Every Wednesday.
Wednesday, that's it.
Every Wednesday. I'm a pain in the behind because I love being on the phone and I love listening. By the way, I love getting the voicemail, the English accent. I love that stuff. But this is what it's all about, guys. You gotta be accountable for what you're doing. Again, it's not like 15, 20 years ago where you could just go out and throw some party goods out and have a good time and everything else. No, babies. The times, they are a changing. And yes, I am 64 years old. I have the mental capacity of a 6-year-old. Just ask my grandsons and soon to be a granddaughter.
Nice.
But the love I have for this business grows each and every day. But it's not just a business. It's life. Our world right now is so screwed up. What we get to do on a daily basis, and John Young, my friend, everybody out there, and you will hear this from me every day, John Young is truly one of the greatest people I know and one of the greatest assets in this DJ business because of what he does. Folks, get out there, get to Vegas, introduce yourself to John, definitely come on stage, be on point. Learn. You know what? You got people like Jordan, you got people like Jamie, our Nick Spinelli, Nate Nelson, Jason Clark, Mike Walter. All of these people are presenting at Mobile Beat. You got Jason Janai, a legend.
It's going to be great.
You got Josh Yawn, a brand new host who I've had the honor of chatting with. Jordan, where do you meet this guy?
Not to mention some of these rock star OGs, the original gangsters, like the Mike Walters and the Alan Bergs. I mean, these guys are giving such amazing content. The content is tremendous. And
you got Mitch Taylor. You want to talk about sales? Mitch Taylor, Thursday morning. Do it. Howard Wallach. The last time he presented was in the small room 2 years ago. He is doing an hour. Howard, you met Howard, Jordan, right?
Yes.
The gentleman from Chicago.
Yep.
You want to talk about somebody that brings it? The man, Thursday morning, you want to see that too. But everything here, you got to go there with an open mind. You got to go there with an open heart. There's going to be some wonderful friends, Jordan, that you're going to meet that you haven't met yet of the Big Daddy family, because you're a main part of it now. There's going to be some amazing people you're going to meet. And you got to meet these people. You got to approach these people. The guys like George Lopez is going to be roaming the halls. This man is one of the truly greats of his time.
Yep.
Every time I talk to George Lopez from Santa Clarita, California, the hair what hair I have left on the back of my neck stands on end. The man is truly an innovator. And
Tremendous.
Guys, just Mobile Beat Las Vegas. Just get there and enjoy and watch, learn, and just participate. That's a big thing. Participate. When you're told to participate. Boom. Easy.
And the best part about all that was, Shawnee, is you just spanned the entire country of rock star entertainers. And that's what it is. Like, we want you guys to come and be a part of our culture. Like, come and jump in, be a part of this nationwide circle that we're forming of people to lean on and ideas. And I know that I can text George Lopez and randomly be like, hey, listen, I have this idea. What do you think about it? And I know he's going to shoot me a text back all the way from the West Coast and give me a cool idea. You know what I mean? Like, that's just having such amazing professionals to lean on 24/7 from all over the country is just irreplaceable. It's amazing.
And the one thing that I hear all the time, and I see we couldn't pull that off in our area. How would you know if you didn't do it? If you do something that nobody in your area does and your client loves it, you are going to be a rock star, and they're gonna call you first.
Listen, it
They're
took
gonna call you
us
first
a
because you went
lot.
outside the box.
Our ideas that we put together here at Explosive really are groundbreaking, but I can't tell you how many, ideas we've thrown against the wall that have failed and just been like, oh, well, like that didn't work. And it's gonna take that. It's a little bit of everything. Like, you have to be prepared for stuff maybe not to work out. And that's okay. You know what I mean? It's just as long as you keep it going, keep moving, keep creating, staying on top of pop culture, what's going on in the world, who's big in the movies, and, the trends and fashion and style. All these things play a part. And all these things are, again, ways that you can define yourself. And it's also ways that you're going to define your client, because once the client looks at you and sees that sort of brand together, they're like, okay, cool. That's going to kind of fit me. If you look at Jason Janai's page, his clients match him and mesh him perfectly. If you look at Jason Clock's page, and all his social media and the stuff that they do, Clock Entertainment's clients fit Jason's culture. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta, it's one hand washes the other. It coincides.
And it's because of these things right here in my hand. These things right here are the reason that we have to stay on top of things, and everybody has to stay on top of things. And again, it's not just about the big equipment. It's not just about the big lights or the this or that. It's all about what you have inside here that's going to change your client from not being a client to being your client.
Yep. And I think the best, the really cool 2.0 for our presentation is in Vegas, is kind of trying to blend the two worlds. We want to blend that millennial world with a personal first touch, with eye contact, with emotion, with somebody getting you jazzed up in real life. Take that and mix that with social media and what's going on. You are going to become a very dangerous entertainer in a very good way.
John, I told you. Did I tell you?
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did that.
Well, I'm glad that, the reputation has held up. That's great. I appreciate it. I'm just terrified. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what if he's John's like, yeah, this guy sucks.
I'm actually
surprised.
surprised.
He says that about me. In his mind, he's saying that about me.
I would at least hope he would hold that comment until we got off the air.
Jordan, I'm just surprised that we got to a word in edgewise. I mean,
yeah. So me, you mean are you talking about me again?
No,
Mister. That
no.
I don't talk. Oh no.
This person on the other side of the screen, they're off screen right now. Okay. So I want to learn a little bit more about Jordan, but I want to learn about Jordan and his performance, because Big Daddy said that he's worked with you, Jordan, and that he's just been amazed. So I don't want to talk to you about you. Jamie, I want you to kind of talk a little bit about Jordan the entertainer when it comes to performing at different events. What does he bring to the table that makes him different than other DJs?
He's just so creative, so witty, fast on his feet. I mean, if people really had like a quarter of his talent, I mean, that might be a little bit biased, but he's so good at what he does. And I've never seen him stumped. I've never seen him not know what to do. I've never seen him not know how to control a crowd or, a rowdy bunch of kids or anything. I've just seen him so calm, cool, collected, energetic, and people just gravitate towards him. People just love him, and he's a rock star. He really is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, I really feel, John, that, through my 15 years of, performing on my own, I think I was put on this planet to do this, man, to perform and to create smiles and do some really cool events for cool people. And I just always knew that I loved that energy. I loved getting up on stage and having people put their hands up. Everybody put your hands in the air. Oh my God, they're listening to me. This is great. It's like this rush. I get goosebumps right now just talking about it. Like, it literally drives me. It powers me. It fuels me. And my crew over here knows it. I mean, sleepless nights. Shawnee, you know how it is. Like, we're up just trying to think of the next big thing, up and ready to rock. I mean, I barely get any sleep on my own. And I think it's a good thing. I mean, probably everybody else, doctors, family, they're probably like, yo, you're looking at this completely wrong. But I just love it. I want to, I just can't wait for the next day. I'm like, what kind of cool, atmospheric, experiences can we create today? How can we make this couple have the greatest event of their entire lives? How can we stand apart from the competition? How can we take a couple of left turns and just kind of take this industry and do something different? In my area here where we're at, you can literally take a rock from our office and hit 5 very good entertainment companies,
Right.
And that, some people might see that as, oh, it's crazy with competition. And I hate that. I love it. I welcome it. I can't tell you how many times when we walk into a showcase for, whether it's bridal, whether it's mitzvah or, Sweet 16, Party Expo, whatever we're doing. And I see these 5 other companies and they do a good job. You know what I mean? But I love it. It's almost like a competitive challenge. And I'm like, all right, let's bring it. How can I, kind of think outside the box, do something different? And that's where the talent, that's where your personal touch, that's where your passion, the love that I have for this, the creativity really goes a long way, because ideas in our neck of the woods, and I'm hoping that it's like that nationwide, but I know in our neck of the woods, ideas are priceless, absolutely priceless, because Shawnee hit the nail on the head. Anybody can put the TVs up, anybody can bring in the uplighting, the professional sound system. There is no substitute for pure talent at all. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Oh, for sure.
Amen.
For sure. Jordan, you mentioned that you guys do some showcasing. So you're doing a bridal show for a lot of people around the country. They're not doing the bar mitzvah thing. So great. A question that comes up frequently is selling in a situation like your showcase and such. You're going to be talking to potential clients. If you're talking wedding type clients, who's going to do a better job, or who's going to communicate better, or they are going to have a bit more success when it comes to you or Jamie in a booth like that? Have you guys done some different things with that?
Yeah, 100%. So, the shows that we do are usually generalized around that specific style of event. So it's one or the other, which is great. So if we're doing our wedding show, it's all of our brides are coming through, and I'm, not to tap myself on the shoulder or toot my own horn, but I'm very good at almost being a chameleon. I mesh to all of my clients. So a lot of times, an event host or an event, developer is, for the most part, it's kind of like, hey, this is my show, this is how I roll, and hopefully it fits with what you're looking to do. Whereas I'm kind of like this. I'm a big listener. I want to hear your event vision, and do you have a certain culture and a certain vibe that you're going to achieve, and then I kind of infiltrate the system, and I totally chameleon myself, and I either bring myself up if the energy requires that, or I bring myself down to match who I'm trying to pitch our brand to. And the cool part is that Jamie, having being one of our head event coordinators, my assistant, she's my shadow. So she's when she busted into our industry and came to Explosive about 2 years ago, she already had a great sales and people person background. She used to manage one of the big sales jewelry stores out by us over here, ran the whole thing. So she's a boss in her own right. I just had to tweak it a little bit to where we made it entertainment driven, and having her kind of shadow me, we're a 1-2 punch. We really are. We get outstanding feedback from our clients, both on the performance end as well as the development and the cultivating end. So I would say that with our bridal stuff, and I'll let you kind of fill in on the back end on this, but I think we're a 1-2 punch and we really complement each other well. So I don't think anybody has a one up over that. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I mean, I've been in the industry 3 years.
3 years. That's my math. Hey, listen,
counting.
Community college.
He's not here for.
I got in and out. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
That's what they have calculators for.
That's what we have our phones for, remember? I've learned so much. I mean, between him and Mike Langsner, I've learned from the best, you know what I mean? And even people who aren't in this office here, like you, Big Daddy, and Ricky G and Jason Janai, and just like watching and learning, and it's just really cool what we do, and I love it. But I mean, in terms of what you were mentioning, I mean, he's the go-to always. But
you know what it is, and I think that
we work really well together.
Yes, very, very well together. So at our bridal expos, I mean, we are, both of us are able, and it's not just us. So when we actually go to a bridal expo, we lead with our whole core team of event professionals that would handle weddings. So our top guys like Frankie Perez, Mike Schaefer, Joe Ramundi, Mike Polizano, like these rock star performers that also know the business very well and the culture of what we're doing. So, here at Explosive, we just try to, I want this to be natural,